learned about some definitions in motion. Those are distance and displacement. And displacement. Are they explaining about complete about the motion? No, they are not describing completely about the motion of a moving object. So, still something we have to learn to get complete description of motion of a moving object. Now, distance, still something is there to learn about distance and displacement. Distance is designated by small d. What it is by definition? Length covered by a moving body. Whereas displacement is also designated by d. But what we have learned yesterday, displacement is a vector quantity. So vector quantities are designated with the symbol and above an arrow mark, which represents a vector quantity. So while pronouncing or by saying, you need to tell about displacement, you need to pronounce like d vector. So this is shortest distance covered by a moving object. Once again I am repeating, distance covered is nothing but the length covered by a body, and it is designated by small d. Whereas displacement is designated by d vector, and it is the shortest distance covered by a moving body. Now, because distance is a scalar quantity, displacement is a vector quantity. Now, what are the differences? Before going to what are the SI units of this length covered? Already you have learned in mathematics the three systems of units. The NK system is almost equal to SI system. So in SI system, length covered by a body is unit is meters. So distance covered is meters, as well as displacement is also length covered only, but shortest length covered. So it is also SI unit is meter only. Now next, coming to, suppose a body is moving from some distance of 1 kilometer. It is the distance covered, the length covered by a body. When you are saying it is starting from A and final position is B, this is displacement. So body is moving from A to B. Now, if a body is moving in a straight line, it is known as linear motion because the path is straight line. If the path is straight line, then the motion is described as linear motion. In the linear motion, almost the magnitude of the distance covered is equal to displacement. So what is the distance covered here? Distance covered is 1 kilometer. Displacement also equals to 1 kilometer. So in this case, distance is equals to displacement. Have you got it? Now, next case you see, second case, suppose a body is moving from A to B. A to B. What is the distance I told? 1 kilometer. Again coming back from B to A. Now what is the initial position? A is the initial position and final position is B. So, when you are talking about distance covered, it is going A to B, again coming from B to A. So distance covered is equals to AB plus BA. That is equals to 1 plus 1 equals to 2 kilometers. Whereas displacement is equals to the shortest distance covered from final to initial position. What is the final position? After covering the distance of 2 kilometers is A. What is the starting point is A. So both final and initial positions are coinciding here. So the displacement is equals to 0. Now in this case, distance is not equal to displacement, you see. Distance is equals to 2 kilometers, whereas displacement is equals to 0. Now, in mathematics, when you are observing the graph, the horizontal line represents x-axis and the vertical line represents the y-axis. Now, this is x dash, this is y dash. Now, all the integers what you are will be writing is here is numbers positive, here also positive. When it is coming this side, negative, coming down, positive, negative. Now, the center where it is intersecting, that is origin. Now, if the body is moving from O to X, suppose it is 5 meters. The distance covered is 5 meters. Displacement also from initial to final position, again linear motion. In the linear motion, the magnitude of displacement is equal to magnitude of displacement. Suppose it is moving like this and coming back here. Suppose this is we will designate it as Z. Okay. This is, suppose it is 2 meters. Now, what is the distance covered? First 5 meters equal, coming to the origin 5 meters plus 2 meters. Totally, distance covered is equals to 12 meters, whereas displacement is equals to minus 2 meters because it is negative. Coming back. So, from this you can say distance covered is equals to displacement is equal to distance covered, or displacement may be 0 or displacement may be negative. Never displacement will be greater than distance covered in the motion. Remember these points. Okay. Now, this is in case of linear path. AB and BC. We have discussed this AB and BC. Suppose this distance is 10 meters and this is 15 meters. Now what is the distance covered? Distance covered is equals to AB plus BC. That is equals to 10 meters plus 15 meters, which is equals to 25 meters. Now, what is the displacement? Displacement is the shortest distance. Shortest distance how you will be getting? When you are drawing the line hypotenuse to this, what it is formed a triangle. So, AC is equals to displacement. So, how you will be getting? In your mathematics already you have studied AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square, which is known as Pythagoras theorem. AC is equals to under root AB square plus BC square. Then it is equals to AB square 10 whole square plus 25 whole square. Now, 10 square plus 10 square, otherwise 100. 100 plus 25 into 25, 620. 625. Now total is under root 725 is equals to 5 root 29. Under root 29 meters. Do the mathematics like this factorization or do square root, how you will be doing? You will be getting the answer. Under root 29, 5 under root 29 meters is the answer for this. Still simply the questions will be asked for you in simple way, don't worry. This is one way to find out the distance. So always, in this case also, when you are observing, distance covered will be always greater than. Distance covered always will be greater than displacement. What is distance covered will always be greater than displacement. But displacement is maybe or may not be equal. And always the opposite for this is displacement is always less than distance covered. Understood? Now shall we move on to the next part? Straight line. It is linear motion. Suppose a car is moving from starting point A. This 2, 3, 4. So first 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers, 5 kilometers. Let it be 5 kilometers. Then it is covering 1 kilometer in first 1 hour, 2nd kilometer in second 1 hour, 3rd kilometer in third 1 hour. So what you can observe from this linear graph? You can observe the distance covered is 1 kilometer and time taken for covering this 1 kilometer is 1 hour. So if equal lengths are covered by a moving object in equal interval of time, that is called as uniform motion. If suppose in first hour it is covering 1 kilometer because it is moving on NH path, National Highway. Then second hour from here maybe it is covering 3 kilometers. Third hour again 1 kilometer. Fourth hour it is going only 0.5 kilometer. 1.5 kilometers. Then how it will be? See, first 1 kilometer. So distance covered is unequal, but time is 1 hour only. See, distance covered first hour 1 kilometer, second hour 2 kilometers, third hour again 1 kilometer, fourth hour 0.5 kilometers. So how? The distance is unequal distances, but time interval is equal. Otherwise, if distance covered is equal and time interval will be unequal, then this kind of motion is known as non-uniform motion. Non-uniform motion. So two we have discussed here. Say if a moving object is covering equal lengths or equal distances in equal intervals of time, then it is termed as uniform motion. If it is covering unequal distances in equal intervals of time or vice versa, means equal distances in unequal intervals of time, it is called as non-uniform motion. Have you got any distance or displacement? It is not describing the motion completely. It's not telling about the motion of an object, anything. So, then this measurement is not giving complete description of motion. So, we will be seeing some other quantities which will be describing this motion. Now, two boys are going to school. Their houses are side by side only. They are going by bicycle. Suppose think that they are going by bicycle. One boy reached the school in 10 minutes. The other boy took to cover the same distance 15 minutes. Now, what this is saying? First boy, suppose A boy, boy A, boy B. A is covering the distance of suppose 2 kilometers from their home to school. First boy is covering this 2 kilometers in 10 minutes. Second boy is covering this same 2 kilometers in 15 minutes. What? This is, you can understand from this. That is, first boy is going fast rather than the second boy. How can you say he is fast and he is slow? By seeing the time. Time difference is there. Distance covered is same only, but time difference is there. If time is less, he is going very fast. If time is more than that, then it is slow. So the fastness and slowness of a motion can be described by two more alternate terms, that is speed. What you will call it as? Speed. Speed is nothing but rate of distance covered. Rate. What is rate? Rate represents in physics always the time. Rate is the time interval. So, what is the definition? Speed is nothing but the rate of distance covered. Mathematically, speed is equals to distance covered by a moving object by time taken. When you are representing with the symbols, S is equals to d by t. Now you know the SI unit of distance is meter and time is seconds. So speed is meters per second. You don't need to tell about anything. Suppose see, when I am saying about the first point, 2 kilometers per 10 minutes. That means he is going very fast. He is covering a distance of 2 kilometers in 10 minutes. No need of another explanation for this. So speed is a what type of quantity? Scalar. It is a scalar quantity. Now, in which direction he has to go to school to cover this 2 kilometers? If you are describing that also in his motion or in his traveling, then you can say that it is called as velocity. So, what is velocity? Rate of displacement of a moving object is called as velocity. Velocity is equals to displacement by time. Now, symbolically, V is equals to displacement is d vector by t. Since both the distance covered and displacements are length covers only, SI unit is meter per second. Now, see again some more. The quantity of motion possessed by a body, whether still, how can you say? Still further in the next lesson and next chapter also we can learn. Now, what is the other terms other than a body is moving or not to say? Only two terms. It is moving because it is covering them. It is changing its surroundings. So that measurement, how it is, you are saying from displacement and distance. Now, the body is moving fast or slow, then we are describing it with two more other terms. They are speed and velocity. So speed is a scalar quantity, no need of any direction, only magnitude will be describing everything. But velocity needs the direction also, in which direction he has gone. Suppose these both boys are side by side only, they can go around and come. This boy has travelled long distance, maybe long route he took, but distance will be same only. But backside are slowly he is coming. This boy is coming fast. How you can say? The speed. This speed can be related to time. Always with respect to time. Rate represents in the physics the time. So distance covered by a moving body by time. The ratio of distance to time, according to mathematics, the ratio of distance to time is speed. The ratio of displacement to time is velocity. By definition, speed is rate of distance of a moving object. This is velocity is rate of displacement of a moving body. quantities because to describe it you need to give the direction also. Then speed mathematically S is equals to d by t and its SI unit is meter per second, whereas velocity is d vector by t and its SI unit is again meter per second only. The difference is only in these two is here you have to tell about the direction also. Then since displacement is a vector quantity, velocity is also a vector quantity. Have you understood, children? Tomorrow we will be dealing with some other definitions. Today again what we have learned till now. Till now in the lesson motion we have learned about what is motion, what is rest, what is distance, what is displacement, what is speed, what is velocity, what is a physical quantity. These physical quantities, how you can classify them based on two. What are those two? Measurement. Based on measurement, we have classified them into independent and dependent quantities, whereas based on the description, we have classified into scalar and vector. And we have seen so many examples, and we have studied about the SI units of speed, velocity, distance covered, displacement, and the differences between distance covered and displacement, and also we have studied about that motion and rest are the relative terms. Thank you, children. We will be meeting in tomorrow's class.